I spoke too soon. I found a product that is the gold standard. Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So if you remember, I made a video recently about my disappointment with a lot of products that are out there, motorcycle products or anything else, right? You get it home and you think, yeah, it's all right, but it could do with this, or sometimes it's just no, it's not good at all. Or after a couple of months, it breaks. Okay. If you also remember some of my videos, maybe a couple of months ago now, where I was talking about, okay, I think I've got a slow puncture in my rear tyre and possibly in my front tyre Anyway, cut long story short, I've been a bit lazy in getting it fixed. So this last weekend, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to get this puncture fix or find out what the problem is. So I got my bottle of squirty soap and sprayed it all over the tyre after pumping it up. And yeah, I eventually found the tiniest of leaks. It must have been a pinprick in the tyre. Anyway, so I located it, and then I went into my saddlebag to get my tyre fixing kit that I hadn't used in about, I don't know, 6-7 years. That kind of says everything, really. And anyway, I went to use it, and it was totally unusable. It was all just sort of manky and horrible. The little strips, you know, those sort of length of strips like that you plug in. Anyway, I went and bought another one quickly. It delivered, and I thought, you know what? I'd just get it from Amazon. It'd be delivered the next day. It'll be fine. I'm not going to ride the bike today, so it'll be fine. Anyway, it arrived this morning, and it's this Grand Pit Stop brand. Now, I'm not here to promote a brand, and I'm not here to say, go and buy this one. But I kind of am, right? Because instead of choosing the strips, which I've always done in the past, I went for this mushroom type, and I'll show you what I mean, right? And basically, it's these kind of plugs here, and what happens is, and I've got some overlay video here as well of what I did, but basically you just ream the hole wherever it is, you know, you just stick the spiky thing through it and make it a little bit bigger. Then you fix one of these rubber mushrooms into the tool. You put the spiky bit into the tire, and then you screw this rubber bit with the tool into that spiky bit, and you just screw it in, and it's the easiest thing ever. If you ever done these plugs before, you know, especially with the strip ones, they're a bit of a pain in the butt to get in, and you're never quite sure if they're in there properly. Well, this, the whole tool, the whole kit, just makes it so much easier. And I've got to say, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with it. Now, I never thought of using these before. I always thought they were a bit of a gimmick. I thought, man, they're not going to work. Do you know what I mean? They're not going to work, right? I'll stick to the tried and tested strip bits. They'll go, stick it in there, bish, bash, bosh, with a bit of lube and glue. They'll work fine. They've always worked fine for me. Never been a problem, right? And, you know, forget about just sticking to 50 miles an hour. I've gone up to, you know, over 100 miles an hour plus 120 on those plugs. Been absolutely fine. And they've lasted for the whole length of the tyre as well. However, these, I thought, they're not going to be that good, right? How wrong was I? How wrong was I? So, look, I'm not saying that you go to Amazon and get this. I will leave a link in the description below, because I say, when I find a product that I think, yeah, it's worth singing about, then I will, right? But the key thing is this mushroom type. This, for me, is what you should have in your saddlebag. And it's not only because it works, because the other systems work as well. That's not the point. The point is how easy it is, right? So I'm going to show you exactly here in front of the camera what you do. You get the reamer tool. There's a plastic coat on here, but you get the reamer tool and stick it in the tire, right? Make it nice and big. Okay, that's what you do first of all. Where the hole is, where you got the puncture is, right? Okay. Then you get this tool here. You unwind it all the way, underway, right? So like that, all the way until it's all the way out, right? Then you get one of these mushroom plugs, which is great actually, because they're in these plastic pockets, but they've lubed. This is one of the questions I was going to ask myself. Well, if it's not lubed, it's going to be really hard to get in there. Do they provide a lube with it, or is it some kind of glue? But they're already pre-lubed. Fantastic. So you get one of those, and with the mushroom head, right, you put the tail first into it, and then you squeeze the mushroom head in so it disappears down there, right? That's what you do. So you leave that to one side. Then you get this bit, which is another bit. You put that like that. You screw that all the way down. right? And then you jam this in the hole where you've just reamed it, right? You just jam this in the hole and then you unscrew that. So basically, this remains in the tyre. This is the only bit that's sticking out the tyre, this bit here, right? Then, it's really simple. You screw this onto that, right? So you screw it there. And then all you do is you wind this in. You wind that in. And that pushes, by force, right, that rubber bung, that mushroom, into the inside of the tyre. It pushes it all the way down. Once you've gone right to the very end, you can't go anymore, then you literally just pull it out. And then the rubber tail breaks off here. You know, with a bit of force, it breaks off. Then you pump up your tyre, cut off that little that tail bit. That's it. Job done. It's so much easier. There's no hassle. There's no sort of trying to jam it in. Is it going to pull it back out again or anything? No. Works great. So that's the whole point of this video, that sometimes you do find a product that you will vouch for, that you will put your name to it, and you will say, yeah, this is actually good. Now, I'm not going to say about the brand. I'm not going to vouch for the brand because I don't know the brand, right? I've just got this off Amazonia. That's all I can say. But what I will say is this mushroom type tyre plug, for ease, for simplicity, you're on, you know, you're down the road somewhere, or you're at home, or whatever it is, you find where the puncture is. It's really quick. It's really quick and really easy, and it works. It works great. Well, it works great for me. Anyway, that's all I can say. So anyway, this is a grand pit stop, but look, any mushroom type tyre plug, that's all I can say. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Ultra positive about this system. Yep. So glad I picked it, and so glad I didn't pick that other bit. But the moral of the story is, if you've got any of these tyre plug systems in your saddlebags and you haven't used them for 2 or 3 years, guess what? It's probably best that you bin it and get a brand new kit. Just, you know, recycle it every couple of years, because you never know when you really need to use it and it's totally unusable because the rubber's dried out or it's perished or whatever it is, or whatever it is, you're going to be stuck on the side of the road with your thumb up your ass, only wishing that you'd actually bought a new kit recently, or you bought one of these mushroom kits. That's it. That's the video. If you like what I do here, well, just keep on watching the videos and I'll catch you again. Another video coming very soon. Bye now.